All right, so hello all. Welcome to week 5 of Yaru Create. This week we have started vibe marketing. On our fifth week is all about content creation and getting your MVPs out there. So before we begin, I want to congratulate the people that have stuck around till week 5. As you may have read from this week's email, so what is vibe marketing? And I'm going to share my screen here real quick. This is the document shared to us all from this week's email, as usual. And so, vibe marketing means using AI to help you market your product, and where you may not know where to start or how to do it by yourself, so that you can focus on the top level things like the vibe of your brand, and you will let AI to help you get your marketing strategy running. So, marketing often feels confusing, broad, and full of choices and potentially expensive, but with the help of our GPT, we hopefully will be able to give you a structure on where to start. And of course, week 5's mission is to go to this GPT and it'll ask you a few questions again, 5 questions. And you, in the following 7 days, follow the checklist and go to Discord to share your findings or your content as well. So going to the actual GPT, I have 3 examples with me on of pre-filled GPTs. So as you can see here, I input my summary of, this is my project, by the way. So input my project summary. This is all made from a different different project folder that I have here in this one, which has all my information about what I'm about my Yaru Create project. And basically asked it to give a summary so that I don't have to input everything else, everything once again. So did you build a waitlist or launch an MVP yet? I have launched an MVP. Actually, I launched an MVP like about an hour ago, a working one. And what do you want people to do when they see your MVP? Sign up and work out. And what is one thing that your product does? Basically, it will suggest a tried and tested workout program that, and also help you track your progress as well. So who actually wants this? The problem is that the traditional way of tracking your workout is writing on pen and paper. That works, but you're not able to make a graph out of that, right? And you're not also able to see visually your progress over time. But with an app, there's apps out there already, but those apps require you to learn the UI and manually input information. All of that gets alleviated when you're working with a chatbot that you can just type whatever and it'll know where to log your information, right? So how many people have shown interest so far? None so far, because I just released the MVP and I have just started making content out of it. I have made content for Yaru Create, but I did a switch from different product, from a clothing brand to a workout tracking app, because AI Studio got released. So I have exactly 2 users right now, basically my girlfriend and also me. So what product is similar to mine? Renaissance periodization is close to mine, but again, not a chatbot. So yeah, I'm not aware of any chatbots for training out in the market yet. So where do you currently post the most right now? X, TikTok, LinkedIn, or Instagram, and how often? So I post on X, TikTok, and Instagram. And how much time is going into marketing versus building? The past week was all about building. So I'm going to switch that out from 80% building to at least 50% to marketing. Or I want to aim for about 70% marketing at the moment. I need people testing out my MVP. So answering all of that, it gave me a 7-day checklist. To day one, share the MVP into the wild and why it matters. You have zero signal. No one's using your product. You don't know like what works, what doesn't work. So it asks to post a simple video on X, TikTok, and Instagram, which I have done, and showing you using the chatbot to log a workout, and with a clear call to action as well. Actually, DM me Zen, but I did use Gym and I'll send you the link. Awesome. Give your girlfriend and 2 friends a guided workout using the MVP. Day 2, day 3, fix the single biggest confusion point, reducing friction in the whole product promise. Here's how you do it. From yesterday's session, pick one blocker and patch it fast. So it's also helping with improving your product as well by day 3, not just the marketing aspect, but also building as well. So day 4, ship one simple social post about your build. I would suggest to do more, and it can just be simple ones throughout your day as well. So basically, if once day 4 happens, if I'm in the gym, I'm making a content out of my app and posting it. Day 5, ask 5 gym going friends one question. So to validate the chat-based logging, if chat-based logging hits a real pain, and send each one per question. What annoys you most about tracking workouts right now? For the most part, most people don't track their workouts, even advanced lifters I know. Yeah, because they find it tedious. So run an onboarding experiment. You need proof why people understand your app. Thankfully, mine is very simple. That'll be easy to do. Ask one bold question in your post. Basically, asking a question as a hook to get people to jump into on board of your app. So ignore for now new features, perfecting the engine, design polish, anything that is not getting real humans using it. It's at the prototype and MVP stage. So this is previously, but it is on the MVP stage now. Yes. So I'll be following this step by step, pretty much. And that is my project. Let's compare it to, this is Bun's project. He has it's a very cute website, and so mine is an MVP, but this is in comparison. This is a waitlist, and if you look at the waitlist, very cute. It's all about creating content and reading stories for children's stories, basically for before bed. And did you build a waitlist or launch an MVP yet? Yes, waitlist, but what is an MVP? It also educates you. This is an MVP. Actually, no, it didn't. It just glazed over what an MVP is, and it's like, yep, that's a waitlist. Let's move forward. What's one thing your product does? A childbook audiobook for parents and young children to listen before bed. Two to five. Who 2 out of 5? Who actually wants this? Parents with younger kids, limited time to tell bedtime stories. How many people have shown interest so far? Based on my project, because this is an ongoing project. This was Bun's thesis in college. So he already has 250 followers on Instagram, and 550 to 100 people come and watch on his theater show. And what product is most similar to yours? Audiobook for adults. They sell through Amazon. And where do you currently post most? Instagram, 2 to 3 hours at a time. So with that information, it gave him the 7-day checklist as well. What to do? Share one story sample. Awesome. Pretty much that is they give a little teaser to people that like and find his audience to if they're interested in something like this. Asking your existing audience one question. Your followers are warm leads. Basically, reach out to those people. They might convert into paying customers, and share the problem in your promise. Clarity builds trust. People follow simple promises. If a bedtime feels rushed, I'm creating short, calm nature stories you can play before bed. Want early access? And hopefully you will get people joining into your waitlist. Talk to 2 parents directly. Those would be your validators. Release 1 full mini story. Now that they have a teaser, you actually give them the actual product and share the reaction publicly so that you bring in more people and more viewers and ask for 5 more testers. Ignore for now logos, perfect audio quality, long scripts, ads, big launches, any platform other than Instagram. Have a focus, pretty much. And yeah, reminder, your job right now is getting proof points and building audience by posting consistently. This is all about getting your product out there. Can you tell more about step 5? This step 7. More by steps for the 7 days challenge for each day. And it gave a breakdown on step by step for each one. Nice. Very quite similar to this one in how it's looking to for asking other people to validate slow incremental improvements rather than big jumps. Yes. So this is Ban's waitlist, and let's see how it tackles not having a waitlist or launching a product yet, or launching an MVP yet. That's like this is Will's. If you remember from last week, past few weeks, Will has a B2B avocado business, and I built a waitlist for my B2B avocado business, but it's not like launch or can be used by people, he thinks. So out of 5, what's the one thing your product does? Explain like I'm 12. Same questions. It's a food ingredient business. Not sure if you mean product of the waitlist. Got it. I'm talking about the product itself, not the waitlist. So 2 out of 5. What's the one thing your avocado product does for the business? Buying it. Explain simply. Okay. Nice. It allows to provide dish options to their customers. Who actually wants this? And of course, B2B owners and chefs, shop owners and chefs. Cat, how many people have shown interest so far? 0. The waitlist has not been out yet, or nor has the content been made. So with this little information, it still made a marketing plan basically for Will's B2B avocado business. Make your offer stupid simple and fix the wait list. First thing you gotta do, Will, make that wait list so that people can actually sign up to your business. So here's why it matters. If a cafe business owner cannot get it in 5 seconds, they will not sign up. Simple offer equals more yes. And here's how you do it. Actually tells you a step by step. And day 2, talk to humans you already know and share the waitlist. People that are not strangers, people that you know, people that like maybe Will knows a cafe owner or restaurant owner. Those are the first. Those are potentially his first clients. And list 20 people who might know. Yeah, as you can see, it mentions here. Do direct outreach to real business. Unlike mine and unlike Ban, which we can use content as a net, for example. Will's business is more B2B. So direct outreach to real businesses means almost pretty much cold sales, cold calls, walking in and calling, pretty much. Use LinkedIn, any way to reach out to that, to cafe and restaurant owners. Here we go. How to do it. List 10 targets. This is pretty much sales strategy. Collect their names, WhatsApp, and then reach out. Start posting simple progress and learnings once a day. Outside of just direct sales, it's also back to marketing as well. Content marketing. Pick one platform you use. Interesting. Okay. So all 3, it has suggested to focus on one platform. And I do believe that it's important to have a focus because each platform has different audiences and they react differently or the algorithm prefers different posts to in each platform. So create a tiny founding customer offer and follow up, book short calls. This is more of a direct sales approach. I like that it's leaning just a little bit away from the content and has a little bit more focus on direct sales. So with that, with me here is actually Sharon. So I want to pass it on to Sharon. Sharon will be showing you how to bring your waitlist and bring it to up to a point where you're able to publish and share to people that may want to sign up or to your audience, and so that they can click into your waitlist, add in their emails, their names, their number, and join your database. So Sharon, you want to kick it away?
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much, Kelvin. So basically, if you guys remember last time, we made this wait list for Will's avocado business, and that's kind of what I want to extend. So we're going to go ahead and publish that. That's the very first thing that we actually want to do today after understanding that, just like how Calvin explained, that his business is not something that you can reach out by posting content. It's more of the other way around. Okay, so I do not have the option to share my screen. Just
A little bit of technical difficulties. One second. You should be able to share your screen now.
thank you. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so let's dive in. I'm on Replit today, by the way. This is the Replit platform that I'm using. And one thing I also want to mention is that I have used this entire web app is made using the build feature. Okay, so let's just publish this first. Imagine you have the waitlist already built. So now what's next, right? So you see this publish button at the top right corner. We'll just click that. And feel free to customize this URL, but it would be having a .replit.app. This is because we are using Replit to publish. So if you ever plan on removing this, you will have to pay for your own domain. But for now, we want things to be free. Let's just call it Fresh Avocados. Okay. And then we'll also actually check if it's available for you to use, if someone else is using. And always make sure that you're on the public URL, at least for now. So this means that anyone on the Replit platform can go to your web app and play with it. Okay, so it should be on the public, and that's all. Just click publish. Okay. So what we see on the screen right now, we have 4 steps that it's going to go through one by one, and we just have to wait for it to do its work.
Wow. This is actually my first time seeing Replit in publishing in action. It actually tells you the step by step of what it's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
compared to Lovable, real Lovable is just like publish and then you just wait.
yeah, this this roadmap is sort of missing in Livable, but both are pretty easy to do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much like
Yeah.
a one click. That's awesome. That's the best. Yeah.
You can publish your URL with just a click of a button. Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay. Should be done in a couple of seconds. Okay. this is what we're going to see, the status, that it's public because we chose public, and the domain, super important. What you're going to do now is copy this to clipboard. So just copy the URL and open a new fresh tab, paste this, and now your website is live. Okay, so this is my live website. This is the live waitlist that you're seeing here. Let's go ahead and test this out. Okay. New fresh market. Submit inquiry. All right. Now what's going to happen is this is going to be a very useful feature. So we're going to go back to our app. What you can do is go to database. Now for me, I have this because I just opened it, but you can click this magnifying glass on the side and scroll down to click database. Okay, I have that already open. So let's check it out. Refresh. And did you just see that one extra row pop down? Okay, so this is freshmarket@gmail.com, and this is the name of the company I registered with. So right, okay, so in this database will only be visible to you. So you just have to come back to your app in Replit and see this data. So now what you could do is get this list of emails and then contact them. This is how you would white market essentially, especially for the B2B business. So just collect these emails and start sharing and sending information. That's how we publish our waitlist.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, Sharon. So I
Yeah,
want to talk a little bit, if if you're if you're
yeah,
done.
sure.
I want to
Shall
talk
I?
a little bit about actual content creation, and also since I did come from a sales background, now I'm in content marketing. I want to talk a little bit more about putting yourself and your brand out there. Maybe I can give a little bit of tip. Um, Honestly, it doesn't matter how you. There's many ways of approaching this. If you want to do a faceless channel, um, there are ways to promote your product with a faceless channel as well, but I encourage you to step in front of the camera. I know it's a lot of people get a bit shy in front of the camera, but bask in the uncomfortableness of the lens. And trust me, on the first 5 videos, for editing your first 5 videos is actually very daunting. Every time I hear my voice when I'm editing my video, it's the worst. Sharon, you started content creating as well, right? Since joining Yaru, and how's that? How's your experience?
Okay, so I'll be honest, something is that's probably relatable to everyone out there. Say for example, I made like 10 pieces of content, right? Now I'm sitting down, I'm starting to edit my videos. Somehow I don't feel satisfied with whatever the reason could be. It could be like either the content or maybe I just feel like I'm not doing it right, but I don't know what the definition of right is. You know what I mean? I just know that it's not ready to publish. But after those couple of 5, 6 videos, the seventh one is the one. So you just have to find yourself, find your rhythm, and I think that's how it started for me.
And I would also say that even if it's not perfect, post it anyway, because you, I love media that is a bit weird. So if you know Eric Andre, now that is like his it's all it, it's counterculture, right? There's talk shows that are super polished, and there's also a talk show that is the complete opposite and also still equally um popular. You will find your audience. And I would suggest that one post with 100 viewers or even just 50 viewers is better than zero post to nobody, right? So get posting, the first few videos, the first many videos, we will probably it won't be the best, but it's a start, right? So I want to share a little bit about, for example, this is a rough start to my to posting about my gym app here. So I have this one, and I'm testing it out. This was super last minute, so nice camera angle, but editing is very messy, and this is also very messy. And this just got posted. So I encourage everyone to not think about it too much. Just follow this step by step. You'll get better at it over time. And yeah, go for it. And if you know anyone that might be even similar or close to who you want to target as your client, reach out to them. They are who you want to be speaking to. Any more tips from you, Sharon?
Um, well, I think it would have been from you because I'm almost there to posting my very first content. But I kind of agree with what you say. Just go for it. And if you don't do it, how would you know otherwise, right?
Exactly.
Only way is to do it. Yeah.
Exactly. And but if you're stuck in any way, if you need my help, if you need Sharon's help, definitely just reach out. We are always on Discord. I'm always on Discord. So just send a message and definitely share your wait list, share your posts, and share your channels. I'd love to follow them. All right. Okay. And with that, I think thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in to this live stream. So I want to congratulate you once again for persevering and following Yaru Create. And don't forget to post your waitlist and MVP on Discord. See you next week.
There's still a thing that we haven't talked about though.
Oh,
Yeah. Now that we're talking, now that I used Replit to show how publishing is done, there's actually a new feature that came out not so long ago, and I just wanted to take a second to talk about it.
go for it.
So, yeah. Let me share my screen just a minute.
Is it Google AI Studio?
No,
Oh,
that was, yeah, that was done. Okay. Jumping into the same platform, which is Replit. Initially, we had only one mode, right, which was build. Now, let me highlight the difference between what the build and the design are, like their differences. Design is their new feature that came out, so it helps you really talk about how you want your UI to look like.
mm-hmm.
So the builds are different, agents are different. It's just that if you want to start, you'd probably want to click the design feature first and then describe the idea, right, in UI. In UI terms, you want what color palette, what is your branding, etc. How do you want it to look like? And then when you're actually when you're thinking about production, you want to connect your database. That is when you would switch to the build mode. Okay, you cannot do this entirely on the design mode. Eventually, the model is going to ask you, can we switch it up to the build mode now because it's ready for production? So that's the main feature. Let's just see it in action. I wanted to share. This website I used, this is not the website. Just a second. The one I created just recently was using the build. Now I'm going to use both the design and the build. So let me use my prompt that I had from earlier. Okay, just a second. Yeah. So this is my prompt. I'm putting it in the design tab first, creating a simple SPA, a single page app, right? Same waitlist. It's going to create the same exact waitlist. It's just that now I'm putting it in the design tab first. Okay, so let's see that. Eventually, it's going to ask me to change. And if you want to
Hmm.
know feature you're using, which model you are on right now, just go to the top left. Here, you'll see you're on design. So you can talk anything UI, anything design. Yeah. And if we click that, it's going to say, do you want to convert from design to app? So this just means that you'd only use design for quick mockups, quick small MVPs just for design. But when it's time to function, when you need to integrate it with a database, you would switch it to app. So you could just say, yes, convert to app. Mine's running, so I'm not going to do that yet.
May I ask? So the design you cannot like it's not hooked up to a database, so pretty much it's just like just nice UI and stuff.
Mm,
And
that's right.
but people can't use it to you can't collect people's emails from it, right?
Eventually, if you
If
would
you
need,
once you put it out off of design to app.
yeah, it
Okay.
would switch to app if you wanted to go to production, publish it for vibe marketing or vibe
Hmm.
marketing. Yeah,
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah. Okay, wait, it's still
This is
working.
actually completely like opposite from what we did last week. Last week we didn't care about design yet. We focus on the framework of everything and then change the design. But this is like design first and then put the frame the systems afterwards.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you switch
Okay,
from app to design? Is that a thing?
switch from app to design. Yeah, yeah, you just have
Okay.
to go.
All
Yeah.
right. All right.
Okay, yeah, so we have the form. Now, if I just go back here and click database, do you see that? It says add a database. And that's because we are still in the design mode, right? We're still stuck somewhere in between. We're not able to get access to this database feature. So only when we say maybe you want to switch it from here and say yes, convert to app, or you could just say please connect to database. That's literally a prompt you could type and it will switch it for you. Okay, so I'm just going to go up here and yes, convert to app.
Hmm.
And okay, let's see. Yeah, and slowly this is going to disappear, which means that the database is now activated and ready to use. Ah, okay.
Wow.
You-
Okay. Replit actually has a innate database, just like Lovable. I didn't know that.
mm, Yeah. Okay. And if we go in the database, it says we don't have any tables yet. That's because you didn't prompt it to do so. Right now, it's just available to use, right? But we haven't actually connected it to our front end. It's still two separate things. Okay. Maybe we'll just make a prompt, write a prompt and say, please connect database to our forms, store data. I'm doing a lot of thinking. But yeah, the new feature just tells you that the front end and the back end are separate. So that's why we have the two features, design for front end and build for back end. Okay. All right. I think I can send this prompt in. Okay, cool. It says the database is already connected, which is it said right after I said please connect. So it's just to make sure that everything's connected to each other well, right? I implemented the full backend in my previous update. Let me verify it's working correctly or not. Okay. Um, cool. Let's just quickly try. I'm just gonna write. Let's see. My data, test company. And this is the data by default that's been stored before. Okay. No, we'll say,
Um,
yeah, give me a name.
uh, Calvin's Cool Collections.
Okay.
what, what is Calvin's collecting? Who knows? It's cool.
Uh,
Calvin at coolcollections.com.
I'm just gonna say at cool.com. It's
Right.
way too.
Right. That's not my number. My
No,
number is actually
it's meant to hold like 10 digits.
okay.
And hello, I want to know more. Okay, submit. I love these small notifications. Okay, we'll go over to database. Click that.
And there we go. Calvin's Cool
Hey,
Collections right there.
you're on the list. Yeah.
Yes, nice. Can't wait for fresh avocados.
And yeah, everything is the same from here. We can just do publish the same way that we did before. That's the highlight. Yeah. And once again, just to talk about it one more time, that you can collect these emails and then wipe mark it from there. I think that's all about me and Replit.
Okay. I do want to talk a little bit about content creation itself, though. Going into the GPT again. Although it's not, it's telling you to create content. However, I think for you can definitely ask this GPT to suggest some new content to create, and that can be faceless content to you founders content, but go for something fun, something that you will have fun doing. But for this, I would suggest maybe create a faceless content on my product. For this is the children's bedtime stories, and for this, I would ask create a mukbang content on avocados. Highlight freshness. This and ASMR. That would be something very interesting for to get the top level, top funnel. Oh my god, never mind. Okay, course structure: 10 to 20 second clips, opening shot, cutting perfectly ripe avocado. This just by doing this, I think people will follow already. Close up scoop, scoop with a spoon, bite ASMR chew. Nice. And nature text overlay, background looping nature noises deep inside coral forest. So because this is more bedtime story, the the stories itself is can be the content, animated waveform, illustrations, bedtime problems, micro reels. And honestly, all you need is this workflow. You just have to shoot. If you're facing the camera, you have to shoot. That can just be a front tripod at most. Just phone, camera, and plus tripod maybe. Don't even need it sometimes. You can just put it down on the side. Or with me and how I did my video earlier is just holding it and editing it with many tools out there, but CapCut is free. CapCut is free and also has templates you can use and post it on the social media, any social media site. Uh, social media of your choice. And just by following this simple workflow, you have just started content creating. Three things you have to do. Right. Do you agree, Sharon?
Yeah.
This
I,
is
e- I even agree if you remove the tripod, I'd still agree with that because all you need is your phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
All you need is a phone
All
camera,
you,
front facing,
yeah.
and that is all. So yes. Well, thank you very much. I will be sharing my videos on Discord, and I'll be seeing some of you at Yaru Create Hangout tomorrow in our office, 7 p.m. tomorrow. And thank you very much for tuning into this live stream. You share your waitlist and MVP on Discord. See you next week.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.